Do you guys ever just open your Minecraft world and think, yeah, this part of my world looks really whack? No? Just me? Well, this part of my world has been an eyesore for a very long time now. And we even have a couple of nice builds around it, but the rest of it just looks really, really whack. So today we are fixing that by building a beautiful mountain village here at the base of this mountain. I've especially put off detailing this cliff for way too long, so that's gonna be really nice to finally take care of. As well as the path leading up, the side here looks really awful. So I'm really looking forward to fixing this up as well. And before we get into today's antics, I would hugely appreciate it if you guys would consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I have a goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, and it would be hugely appreciated if you guys could help me finish this goal. First up, we're heading out north to the mangrove forest to collect some mangrove leaves. I ended up getting quite an abundance of this since I rarely go to this forest, so I thought, why not while we're here, get some extra. Then heading all the way back out south to the flower forest. Here we can easily get our hands on some tulips. Then heading on out east to the swamp to get some blue orchids as well. Lastly, heading down south, I guess you could say, down under the main base to collect a whole bunch of tuff. It was quite tough. And this may come as a surprise to you all, but there's actually no side missions today. At least not really. Okay, there's one. Don't worry though, before you click off the video, it's a super quick and easy one. I just want to finish off these sheep farms that we built in the last episode. Basically, we just need to build small chambers for each kind of sheep, and then of course get the actual sheep in the chambers. I also quickly want to go repair my tools, because I realized my shovel is looking pretty dead. He's on his deathbed for sure. I also cannot wait to transform this place. Not that I have any plans with that or anything. No, totally not. Just ignore what I said. Ignore that. Jump scare. Can't say I didn't warn you. Jumping back to today's side mission, where we're putting in a flooring of grass and some observers, which will detect once the sheep has eaten the grass. Oh my god, what the fuck? Then we're encasing this in some glass and a dispenser that will contain shears, plenty of lighting in the form of frog lights, then a roof of some spruce and trapdoors, which will contain a lot more lights in the ceiling here as well. This is starting to shape up pretty nicely. We are almost ready to bring in the sheep. I also thought I'd show you the downstairs. This is where the collection system is. I didn't show this in the replay, but basically it's just a hopper minecart that will pick up the wool on the block. This is where the sheep will be standing. So this will be picked up here, then into the hopper, then into the chest for down here. Can this llama shut up? Now, before we start bringing in the actual sheep, Oh, that got picked up. But as I was saying, before we do that, we need to make sure the sheep actually get sheared. So we're gonna break this away so we can access the dispensers. And this brings us to the actual shears, which, by the way, you might be wondering, Twizzy, why are there so many shulker boxes? You said it was a small project. Yeah, it is. This was the actual building materials, which are now empty, or at least mostly. But all of these... just shears. Yeah, I decided to fill every single dispenser full of shears so that it won't run out for a long time, but that required a lot of shears, as you might be able to tell. Quickly putting all of these shears in turned out to be a little bit harder than I expected. Glass kept falling into the hopper and being collected downstairs, but with just a little bit of patience, we quickly got this done as well. And with that finished, all we have to do is get the actual sheep in here. And as I've mentioned, one of the sheep farms will have only gray sheep. Meanwhile, the other one will have one of each color. And I actually have some sheep over here, just a little bit away. The farming district is over there, as you can see. This is where I got some orange wool for the last episode. But anyway, I was thinking we could use these sheep to get all the colors. I do actually have a dye shulker box as well, so this should help out. Perfect. We need 16 light gray sheep. And other than the light gray dye, we do need one of each other dye, which should be 16, and I think we have most of them here in my dye box. So yeah, lime, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, perfect, that's all of them. This became a lot easier than I thought. Now I just need to breed these guys up so we have enough sheep, and then everything should be smooth sailing. Should being the keyword. We now should have 16 light gray sheep. I say should because it's a bit hard to count them, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we have 16. So I do actually have 16 leads here. I want to see if we can grab them all and bring them over. Last one might have to be a baby. Can you lead a baby? Oh, you can. Okay, perfect. What if I just bring them up? Yep. Sometimes I think twice about what I'm actually doing in this game, and at times like these, it looks quite ridiculous, can't lie. Like, imagine someone who's never played this game watching me dangle 12 sheep from a wooden pillar. I really wonder what they would be thinking. No. Please, just please. If you don't go back inside, you're gonna die. Yeah, you have to like come back to run away or you're dying. Oh, this terrain is a bit annoying. This way. I feel like we don't have 16 right now. It's gonna make me sad. Okay, final little stretch. Come on, come on, come on, guys. Okay, next question. How do we get them in here? Oh God, what do? I have a plan. I have a genius plan. Okay, we got all the sheep in here. Now let's just block this off so they don't escape. Oh, you went in there by yourself. No, but you need to stay in there though. You need to stay in there though. You need to stay in there though. Thank you. No, not you as well. Yeah, walk in there. Let me place the... Thank you. Yep, keep going. See you later. Yep. No, yeah, stay in there, It's a good idea. Trust me. I'll give you more grass if you stay in there. Oh, you actually listen. Yes, leave. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. You're actually God. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, I missed it. Oh, last one. Dude, I don't know. What is your obsession with this corner? What is your problem? There you go. Yes. That wasn't that hard, honestly. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Now to just get one of each color. Now let's hope I have 16 sheep to dye, which I think I do, but it might require dyeing some babies. That sounds really wrong for some reason. Oh, I'm colorblind. Which one? This one's green. That was green. Okay. And then the lime or whatever. Is that cyan or gray? I feel like I'm missing a couple colors. What am I missing? 2. So I should be missing a light gray. And then what? Why didn't I just bring 16 sheep and then dye them afterwards? Ah, I love being smart in retrospect. It's the best thing. Never think of it just on the spot. No. I always have to think of the good idea after I've done the bad idea. Why did I ever think this was a good idea? Whatever. Okay, this is gonna be really weird, but I got rid of my blocks, so we're doing this. Okay, that's purple, white, that's yellow, that's pink, and this is hopefully gray. Come on, get up there. No, okay. Ooh, lime. No. Okay, instead, black. No, stop walking straight out. No, you're staying here. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. That's green. Now that's lime. Okay, magenta. Orange. Light blue or some shit. I don't know. So it is cyan we're missing then, I'm pretty sure. Look, there's grass in there. Oh, don't you want the tasty grass? It's laced with heroin. There we go. That's gray. Light gray is just walked out. Light gray. Yes, there we go. Brown. Nice. That's black. That's blue. All right. Cyan is the last one. I'm pretty sure. Wait, there's 2 missing? How's there 2 missing? Oh, come on. What? 2 missing? Cyan. Okay, it's definitely cyan at least. That's one of them. Cyan is one, and then... Oh, red. I don't have red, do I? Okay, red and cyan. Yeah, it's red. Red and cyan. There he is. That's a cyan sheep. You dirty little f... Alright, moving 2 sheep should be a lot easier than moving 16, so... Let's hope for the best here. Dude, this red one does not want to. Why are you such... It's only you as well. The cyan one has been behaving and you just act like a dick. Okay, that's cyan. Okay, that's red. Final one. And that is all of the sheep. Both this one, which has every single color, and the one over here that is only light gray sheep. It all seems to be working and is, yeah, collecting wool at a reasonable rate, so we can officially call this side mission done. This brings us back to the main focus for today. And to kick this project off, I want to start with detailing the outside here with some foliage, some trees, fixing up the cliffside here and here, and of course the cliffside over here that we mentioned at the start of the video. Let's just have a little sleep first so we don't get blown up by a creeper. Starting at the base layer here, we are extending this path to connect to the other bridge, then sprucing up the bank of the river here as well as the plots of grass next to the path in the form of some grass and ferns and blue orchids and orange tulips as well. Making our way up the path, we also have to get rid of the old villager's house that was here. For obvious reasons, it was kind of in the way. Making our way further up the path, we are fixing it up a little bit here, as well as extending it to be behind the honey farm as well. And before continuing up there, we are first going to add some more foliage down here, once again utilizing the blue orchids, orange tulips, ferns, and grass. Then jumping back up to the top layer, we are finally detailing this side of the cliff, just using some of the light gray blocks as highlights, then tuff and cobblestone as the deeper, darker parts. Along the same theme, we're also adding some boulders with the same palette, simply to break up the otherwise kind of mundane just grass. Simply to break up the otherwise kind of mundane grass that just goes on forever and ever. Jesus, I'm going on forever and ever. Simply to break up the otherwise mundane grass that otherwise... What? Simply to break up the otherwise mundane grass that... What? Not that! Not that! I want to say... simply to break up the otherwise mundane grass to add some more variation. Then last but not least, we're doing another sweep of the entire area, adding trees to tie this whole area together, and by using these mangrove leaves, it allows this area to have a little bit of its own identity, if you will. Having this area finally cleaned up feels so good. As I mentioned earlier, despite us having built next to it, this area right to this side looked so terrible, but now it's really starting to shape up. Especially walking up here now with the boulders on either side, and just adding some more details, like we have this little thing, which is a little storage unit of some sort, I guess. It will make more sense once this building is in. And this area really needed something, so I put a little market stall in with some flowers and even some potatoes in the basket kind of thing. Some coral and resin. Oh, that apparently breaks easy. Yeah, some coral and resin to look like maybe blueberries and oranges, some kind of fruit selling in a basket like that. And walking along here is now a lot more nice with all the trees and the boulders and everything. I even added some extra details here. And yeah, the area is just looking so much better. With that being said, there's still a lot more work to do, but now that we've finished the outskirts, let's say, of the village, we can start on the actual village. But to do this, we need to collect a few more materials, so let's quickly do a couple time lapses and get some of these materials. Ow. Firstly, we spent a couple of hours flying from our shulker monster over to our chest monster, and then back again, quite a few times in order to get some bits and pieces that we will be needing. Then starting to strip down the copper to the stages we will be needing it in. Then as you can see, we are doing this for the other two stages as well. Then quickly heading over to the honey farm so that we can get some honeycomb in order to wax the copper we just stripped down. We then flew over to a nearby azalea tree so that we can get our hands on a lot of the rooted dirt. And of course, while we're here, we headed down into the lush cave to collect as many drip leaves as we could find. Can never pass up on an opportunity like this. Migrating back out north, we went to an oak forest to collect a bunch of the oak leaves. Back at the base, we headed to the farming district to utilize the new fern and grass farm. This was obviously to collect a whole bunch of grass and then of course some ferns as well. Then we flew over to a nearby river, and no, it was not just to go swimming. We do actually need some clay, which we will later smelt down into bricks. Heading back to the taiga next to the base, we spent way too long getting a lot of spruce. Don't think it'll be a surprise to anyone that we run out of spruce consistently. Once again back at the base, we are laying out and stripping down the newly collected wood, and along with that, we're also crafting it down into slabs and stairs and other wood items that we will be needing. Then spending way too long waiting for an amethyst to grow to its proper size. And last but not least, we headed over to the froglight farm, obviously to collect some froglights, but then realizing we did not have enough, so I headed up to the AFK platform and spent a few minutes there. Okay, we have AFK'd for about 20 minutes now, and I'm hoping that will be enough time to get the froglights we need. It really should be. Yeah, here we go. We have plenty. With that checked off, we actually have to head over to the savannah. Not that we actually need to be in the savannah, but it is the closest portal I have to the mesa biome, where we need to collect some white terracotta. So if we fly off in this direction, we should be heading to the mesa, not there. Yeah, there is a tiny mesa up here, which will hopefully have enough white terracotta. I don't think we need that much, so it should be all right. There it is. Like I mentioned, we do not need a lot of this stuff, so this should be plenty. And there we go. Stack and 10, that is all we will be needing. Now for the last material we will be needing for this build, and it's actually going to be on our way back to the base. We need to stop off at, well, one of these. We do have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ocean monuments in this ocean alone. Isn't that wild? But yeah, anyway, we need to stop off at one of these because we do need a little bit of prismarine. My dumbass while designing this was like, oh, this looks good for like this and that. Not at all thinking about how annoying it would be to get some prismarine. But then again, like I said, we just need to stop off at one, mine a couple blocks, and we should be fine. We do not need a lot of it. Here we go. There it is. Now, I don't remember exactly what we needed, but I think if we... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, the mining fatigue. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. That's not gonna work. 4 minutes? How am I gonna get milk? How am I gonna get milk? I'm in the middle of the ocean. Oh my god. All right, I guess we'll have to head back to the base, drink some milk, and come back. At least we killed the fat dude now. Okay, give me one of these buckets. Give me some of your milk. Now let's bring one of these just in case. Oh, this is not the one where I killed him. Wait, yeah, it is. Or he needs to be gone. Where is this lad? Wait, but this is where I killed him because I broke in here. This is the same one. Is there another one? Oh, there he is. I found him. How do I get in there? Oh my god, are you kidding me? He's right here. Oh my god, it's two blocks thick. Come on. Here you go, bit. There you go. Big on thought. Now if I drink this, theoretically, should be fine. And I even checked how much I needed, and this is gonna be so stupid because I already have enough. I needed 3 of these prismarine. Yeah. Again? There's a third one. Oh my. Holy shit, man. Is there usually 3 Elder Guardians? This is ridiculous. Hey, you come here. Hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Hate you. Hate you. And I hate you. I have to wait 3.5 minutes. Fantastic. I don't have any milk. Oh, this is so stupid. Like I said, I don't even need like much of this at all. If I just come here and been able to mine right away, we would have been out of here in 30 seconds. Like I said, we need 3 of this prismarine and literally 10 of these to make them into slabs. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that 3. Oh, and of course you show up. Those 3.5 minutes or whatever felt like years. Oh, at last. Okay, that was hell of a ride, but at least we can now say we are 100% complete with collecting all of the materials, and they are all in these shulker boxes here. Now, since we are going to be building up here, I do want to pick all these up and move them over so we are a bit closer to where we will actually be building. Kicking this off with a front gate to the village. Here we are utilizing some of our packed mud and mud bricks, moving into the granite, polished granite and bricks. And especially by adding some of the mud in the bottom, it looks a little bit worn down, old, and as if it's been used for years. Next to this, we are building up a guardhouse of sorts. Being connected to the front gate, I imagine this is where the guards or soldiers would be. To connect these two up, we are also building a tower here in the middle. And finishing this area off with a nice lush forest behind the entire build. Now this area is really starting to shape up. So as you saw from the replay, we added in the gate here, sort of a front gate kind of thing, just to separate the village from the rest of the area, and simply to solidify the village that's going to go along here as its own kind of thing and not just blend in with the rest of it. But as you also saw, we added in the, well, building here next to it, and this is supposed to be kind of like a, well, I guess gatehouse, or I guess guards that would be protecting the village. Not that this area is embedded in war or anything like that, but it kind of adds to the lore that at some point in time this area did need protection from guards. Now I see it more of as a tradition, maybe, that they would have guards or soldiers here, and now just train more for the fun of it. Speaking of, this is the outside training area for the guards, and I do want to add in some more details to finish this off. Now also, first of all, back up here, there was something I missed earlier, which is a couple item frames where we're gonna add in a diamond sword as a, well, yeah, the weapon that they use, as well as a shield. Is it supposed to be that small? That looks unreasonably small. That's what she said. I also wanted to add a little armor stand here, which we might put armor on in the future. Then moving back down here, since this is a training area, there's a bunch of little details I want to add. For example, I already put the barrels in. This is kind of where they store their stuff, as if they have separate lockers, but also wanted to add some scaffolding to look more like some shelves or something like that, and just cap this off with some trap doors and a jungle one in the middle. Over here, I was thinking I would have a sign-up sheet of sorts so that they can keep track of when they train and how much they've trained and stuff like that. And also next to that, I want to add an item frame with a black candle, sort of looking like a pen. It also looks a little bit like a mouse, like a computer mouse, but I choose to ignore that. Since they're training, they're going to be sweating and stuff, so of course they need a little water station as well, filling this cauldron with water and then putting in the bottles in the brewing stand, so it looks like there's actually something there. Over here, we're going to put up some support. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Then in the middle, a stone cutter. And this is basically a small station for them to sharpen their swords, which I added a fun detail. Obviously, there would be, what is it called, smolder coming off? Yeah, like, you know, when you sharpen the sword and it's like, and then the yellow orangey bits fly off. Yeah, I'm using resin to symbolize that and make it look, let me do that. But yeah, to look like there's some leftover like smolder on the floor. Thought that was pretty fun. And then last but not least, we have some armor armor stands over here as well, sort of to look like training dummies or something where they can slice their swords. And just like with the other armor stand, I will probably be putting armor on it at some point. Just couldn't really be bothered for now. Jumping straight back into the actual village, we are first laying out a path here that will reach all the way up to the top. Along the way, we are also adding in some cliffs, tearing down the terrain a bit to make some space, and of course getting rid of the old villager houses, as the ones we're putting in look a little bit better, in my opinion. With these elements in place, we can jump straight into building the actual houses of the lower street. Walking along here is now way more fun, as this is really starting to shape up. Obviously, there are some imperfections. Okay, wait, I need to kill this sheep. This is driving me insane. Oh, I just built like for 3 hours with that sheep under there. Like, holy. As I was saying, obviously there are a couple imperfections, but this is because it is part of a bigger project down here, or not a bigger project per se. It is part of the village, but it is something I would like to do in one swoop, as it is a cliffside here along with the cliffside leading up here, and then another building that's supposed to connect up with this one here. And then of course a cliffside there as well. That house is not supposed to be just floating. So yeah, there are a couple things to fix up before we move on to the upper street. But before we do that, as you might have seen, we included some like flower fields here, or flower plantations if you will. And you might have noticed that one is missing as well. This is because just like in the last episode, we do not have any of the pitcher plants. It's quite early in the morning for me. I apologize. If you recall back to the last episode, we ran into the same issue where I did not have any pitcher plants and couldn't be bothered to go get them. I was supposed to have some here in between the lilacs, and now once again I have a field where I want to put them but don't have any of the plants. So I want to finally fix that by finally getting a sniffer egg. And my brush is very damaged. How do you craft one of these again? What the fuck? No! Ooh, baby, give me one more chance to tell you that I love you. I want you back. Yeah. Okay, editing Twizzy here. What the fuck? What the hell am I doing? This was like, as I'm editing this, that was this morning, and I don't recall that. I feel like I was in a trance or something. I don't fully know what was going on there. I guess I hope you enjoyed my singing. Just what the fuck? All right, and to get to the sniffers, we need to dig up a sniffer egg, which are apparently either only found or at least a lot more common in the warm ocean biomes. So if we keep on heading out here, as you can see, this is lukewarm ocean. Oh, this is warm ocean. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we need to head to this one. As we make our way to our first of many underwater structures, hoping to find this stupid little egg, I thought I would sneak in one little shameless plug. If you have made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. And if you have been enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We are very close to 7,000 subscribers, and I'm hoping to reach the goal of 10K by the end of the year. If you really enjoy watching my videos, please consider becoming a member. This will give you stuff like exclusive videos, shoutouts, member-only live streams, as well as exclusive updates that no one else will see. Along with that, I even launched a Patreon. For just $5 a month, you can get all the schematics I have to all of the builds that you see in these videos, and all of the privileges I mentioned you would get as a member, you get there as well, along with a little bit extra. If any of this sounds appealing to you, and of course if you can afford it, I would hugely appreciate it. You would really make my day. And of course it would help me get more of this content out, which I love making, and hopefully you guys like watching as well. Not to mention, if you become a patron, your name will pop up on screen every single video, and I'll be leaving the link to my Patreon in the description below. Once again, thank you so much if you do any of this. I certainly do not take it for granted.
Dude, seriously, you're a loser.
Jared, shut up. What are you doing here?
You have no integrity.
What do you...
How can you keep doing this?
Nah, that's it. Come here.
No, what?
Okay, let's see here. An iron axe. Lovely. I've been waiting for one of those. A wooden hoe? Ah, even better. If there was something I wanted more than the iron axe, oh man, we found it! I don't know why I'm already frustrated. It's I'm sorry. Like I said, it's very early in the morning. Oh, there's a bunch here. Bunch of little structures, mate. This is lovely. Where's all the sand? There's some. Oh, here's some more. A golden nugget? I don't want a golden nugget. Wheat, bruh. We don't like wheat. I mean, we do, but not from the sus sand. What is it with me and accents today? I have no idea. Oh, it was coal. I thought maybe it was the top of the sniffer egg. I doubted it, but like, there was a small chance. No, I got my hopes up. I'm just eating my breakfast. Dude, these... Why are all the fishing rods with curse of vanishing? Ridiculous. Oh, yes, that's one. Let's go. Smells interesting. Barrett. Alright, my mateys, we only need to find one more sniffer egg so that we can breed them for infinite amounts of sniffers. Can't believe how long have sniffers been out? What did it say 2018, but that's ridiculous. No, 1.18 as in the update. That's very possible. That might be it. 1.18 they came out? What was that, 2021, 22? Has it been 3 years since the sniffer came out? And I still don't have one? Oh, I broke one. Slut. Anyone want to be off work today? Oh, fuck yeah! Wooden hose can suck my dick. I have to take a shit. I'll be back. So many wooden hose, man. It's not even any other wooden tool. It's just wooden hose. Why specifically that? There doesn't seem to be a lot of these structures left in the warm ocean, so I need this to be it. Come on. Another emerald. Okay, double whammy here. Triple whammy. It's got to be in one of these. Come on. Iron axe. Pottery sherd. Come on. Come on. Come on. This might be the last sus sand in this little structure too. Might be the last sus sand in this entire warm ocean. I guess we head to the other warm ocean. That one's tiny though. Ooh. Oh, come on. This would be so beautiful. No way! Oh my god. Oh, in a structure I've already looted. Like, there was sand missing everything and I just missed this one piece and it... Oh, I got it. Let's go. All right, never mind. We don't even have to go to the other ocean. Sorry, stretching. Now we need somewhere to store these or I guess not store, they are living things. I guess the farming district would make sense, but for now we can just encase them here. Why not? And I've heard that if you grow them on, moss, they should hatch a bit faster. Come on, keep hatching. How long does this take? About 10 minutes on moss blocks. So 10 minutes. What can I do in 10 minutes?
This little thing can control my entire PC.
Oh my god. There's a sniffer in front of me. Hey buddy. Oh, two buddies. Hey guys. How we doing? Yeah? You liking it here so far? That was a nod, wasn't it? Are you sniffing his butt? Yeah, anyone else get really disturbed by the fact, like, obviously their eyes are on the side here, but looking at them head on, especially when he looks at me like that, it just looks like these are the eyes. That's the, I guess that is the mouth anyway. Yeah, it is, but like, almost like his mouth is stitched up and then the eyes are here. It looks really creepy. Looks like a pale yellow pumpkin. Okay. Wait, it takes 40 minutes for sniffers to grow up. Bro. Oh, hello. It is a little bit. Whoa. Oh. First farm stage. Let's go. I think I might do here next to the sheep farm, like a little plantation, which currently consists of only one seed. Oh, for real? You don't get the seed back. Oh no. Hold the phone. Right, I'm gonna need to like consistently farm these from the guys. Okay, here's the plan. For now, we're gonna scrap this and we're just gonna have to leave the pitcher plant pot thing empty for now. Pot. What did I say? Pot. The pitcher plant field where we're going to plant there, and the pitcher plants that we need up here, we're just going to have to leave that for now, like we did in the previous episodes. And then first thing, next episode, I promise we're going to take care of this. We're going to build a much bigger sniffer enclosure, and then they will harvest a bunch of it. We'll have a automatic system of collecting it so that we'll have torch flower seeds and the pitcher plant seeds as well. For now, I want to refocus on this as it is coming along pretty nicely. We are getting closer and closer to the end. This area up here, what I'm calling Upper Street, is the biggest part of the project, but it is also a little bit simpler to build because it's all pretty much on the same level rather than going up and down like we've been doing here. But before we jump into Upper Street, I think this area needs a little bit of love and attention. As you might be able to tell, it is not looking amazing at the moment. And like I mentioned earlier, we just want to put in some cliffs, another building here, and then of course the cliff here as well, just to tie this whole area together. But at the moment, these chests are kind of in the way. So I'm just going to move this over there somewhere, get it out of the way, and then we can get straight into it. With the chests out of the way, we can extend this path to reach all the way over to the far side. Here we are also building up some cliffs. This first one has a little bit of a hole, like a cave entrance, that I plan on doing something with in the future. And we of course also have the cliff that connects it all the way up to the lower street of the village. Lastly, putting in some more of the paths, some foliage, leaves, flowers, then a little well and some storage here and there. And of course, last but not least, the actual building that connects to the other building up top. And the eyesore has been unsored. What's the opposite of sore? Lean? Comment down below what the opposite of sore is. Anyway, point is, this area is looking way better. It really needed this transformation, especially with the village just sitting on like a floating piece of land. Really didn't do it for me, so this is a lot better with the cliffs and the building here, tying it all together. I think it's looking great. Swiftly moving on to Upper Street, the final part of this project. First of all, I've moved the shulker mess from down there to up here to a much more convenient location. Before we do anything, we need to get rid of some of this terrain. Basically, all of this has to go down a few blocks. So let's get a beacon going so we can do this a little bit faster. I think if we put it somewhere here, it should be perfect. Now just using an iron ingot, we should be able to get a haste 2 here, and this will go by a lot quicker. Each edition is really bringing this place together. I really think we've done well with the smaller details all over the place, and this place just really feels alive altogether. Up the street here, we even did an interior for this house, which is a little cramped, but it is pretty cozy and quite a nice little interior. A little kitchen in here, and just down the stairs we have a bedroom as well with some more of the chiseled bookshelves. Speaking of interiors, there are 2 quick ones I would like to knock out, which are just these 2 that have windows looking out on the street. I wanted something here so it's not just an empty room that you look into. I was supposed to have one here as well, but I got lazy, so I just put frog lights behind the window instead. Starting here with the first building by the gate, this is supposed to be sort of a clothing shop or a dye shop, which we have named Custom Cowl. Cowl being a form of helmet, I think. I don't know, I googled something when I thought of this name to like you can customize your own clothes kind of thing. Here in the corner we're gonna add some barrels where we're also gonna encase it with spruce trap doors, as this is going to be a changing room of sorts. But yeah, here we're also gonna add a spruce door so you can change in private. Then here we're gonna have a chain with a hanging sign that says changing room. Perfect. The schematic did it for me. As for this side, we're going to have a little bit of a counter displaying some of the dyes that you have to choose from. So we're going to add some stairs and trapdoors. Here we're also going to add some candles, but we will not be lighting these because they kind of look like dye sticks or something you use to dye the actual clothes. Along with that, we're going to have a little amethyst cluster here and then an item frame with a blue dye in it. Over here, we're going to add some coral just like we did outside to look like, yeah, the material you dye with or whatever, with some candles up top. Once again, don't worry, the block under is waterlogged, so this won't die. Then we're also going to add some armor stands, which once again, just like the armor stands I mentioned earlier, we have over by the gatehouse over here. We're also going to add some... All right. Yeah, but we're also going to add some clothes onto here, or leather armor that will probably dye as well for some different colors. And for the last detail, we're just going to add some shelves above the table up here. So we're going to use some beehives to look like cabinets of some sort, I guess, with just some campfires in between, which of course we are going to put out. And just like that, that is all for this interior. Quite simple, really. Quickly moving on to our other interior, which we will get done real quick as well. This is going to be sort of a potion shop. Yeah, we aptly named this Potion Power. I feel like that sort of speaks for itself. This interior is really quite simple as well. We're just going to add in a little table made out of the polished tough stairs and the polished slabs. Then we're going to include a couple of brewing stands here and here, a barrel in the corner, and a piece of redstone on there. Over here, we're going to be growing some nether wart, as that is what you need for brewing potions. I mean, I guess you could grow a potion, I don't know. Then we're just going to include a couple of cauldrons in the corner, which I need water for, which I of course forgot, so give me 1 second. So we're going to fill these to the brim, but then we're actually going to, using the bottles, take a bit out to look like they've been in use and they've actually used the water for the potions and stuff like that. And now we're also going to take these and put them in the brewing stand to make it look like it's actually in use. Last detail, I want to add some item frames, and I got an assortment of a few different potions. One is actually just honey, but it does look like a potion. And also got one of these ominous potions, a little bottle of enchanting, and a splash potion of weak. Bro, come on, are you serious? Oh, and I can't even find any other potions. I saw it coming as well. I was like, oh yeah, be careful, let's not throw this potion. But I was like, it's fine, I'm reaching the item frames, it's all good. Yeah, it was not all good. Okay, plan B, you know what? They're selling glass bottles as well. There you go, perfect. If you ever want a glass bottle to make your own potions or whatever, here you fucking go. Oh, that wraps up this interior, I guess. Looks amazing. Yeah, wow, cool, awesome. Yeah, fuck this game, man. Okay, on a happier note, now that we have completed these, completed these interiors, it is looking way better walking along the street. Just peering into something that's not just an empty room is really, really nice. And it really brings this area even more to life. Now I guess we should just also do the other interiors. Nah. Instead, let's move on to the more fun stuff. I'm actually nearing 2,000 days. As you can see, we're on day 1,987. So day 2,000 is quickly approaching, and I really want to get this village done before that happens. But like I mentioned, we are in the final stretch, and we just need to build up a street, as I've been calling it, which is my favorite part of the project. This street really came out well, and it's just like the lower street we have down here, but here I think I nailed it even better with even more detail. But yeah, let me stop talking about it and let me instead show you. Let's get straight into it, shall we? To kick things off, we are using the same palette that we have been using for the entire path so far. We're extending that to the entire upper part of this, then moving straight into the front gate in order to separate this part from the rest of the village. And along with that, jumping over to the far side, we're building another sort of gatehouse with a really interesting grayscale palette. Connecting up to that, we have another gate of sorts that takes the path all the way over to the far side, to the upper part of the castle valley. And with this type of infrastructure in place, we can jump into the actual buildings of the upper street, starting with this first one here, then of course getting rid of the beacon to make room for this amazing build. This project has turned out even better than I would ever have imagined. Having this village at the base of the cliff here really brings the area together and fixed up an area of the world that really needed fixing. Being able to walk up here now with all of these beautiful views of the buildings above rude. And reaching the cliff here where we get an incredible view of the rest of the world, the farming district from the last episode, the trading hall. Man, this is beautiful. Reaching to the newly built upper street, there's still a little bit of a mess, but even so, walking around here is so magical. The detail is really captured beautifully, and it's all just so alive and gorgeous. Another bit of a mess we need to clean up, but let's ignore it. This wraps up yet another project in the survival world. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again. We even managed to overshoot the 2000 day mark. We are now on day 2010, meaning we kind of missed the celebration for the 2000 day mark, but hey, at least we made it. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We are keeping up with a tighter schedule, getting more videos out than ever, and I hope to continue like this moving forward as well. One last time, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. Become a member if you really enjoyed, and don't forget to check out my new Patreon for some more exclusive content, all of these schematics including this one right here. But for now, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace. Wow, I really can't stop looking at this. This looks so good. It really fixes up the entire area. What was once so ugly is just now all... it's so good. It is kind of ruined by the fact that there's this giant hole in the foreground. Great. Now that's all I can think about. We're gonna have to fix this up as well, aren't we?